Hello, hello. Hope you guys are all good. Hope you had a happy full moon, beautiful view of it. I am socked in with clouds, so that didn't happen for me. Anyway, what's happening with his health and karma for Thursday, November 6th? Okay, that's interesting to have the King of Cups come out. So when it comes to, it could be Elon Musk. I'm trying to think of the water sign people that support him because, it's upright. And this is, like the major thing for the day. It could be Elon Musk. Oh, what else? It's probably Kash Patel. Because he's literally the Pisces. Elon Musk is a Cancer. Howard Lutnick is a Cancer. There's that Witkoff dude as well. And Prince Andrew, he's a he's a Pisces. Okay, so that's the situation for the day. Forces in motion. His two challenges are the Sun reversed. We had that over here as the outcome for yesterday's. So now it's right here. Okay. His other challenge, so I'll read these two in a second. I'll just go first. So with the Sun reversed, in case you don't remember from yesterday, this can be a major problem with breakdowns of the bodily systems. Depression, but maybe just kind of floating depression, doesn't really know what's going on. Sundowning, thank you, Nikki, for teaching me that. It's like, yeah, right there on his head. It's like always so simple. I think we think too much with our heads, or I do, I should say that, sometimes when I'm reading. So anyway, sundowning, bodily system breakdown, and how that might relate to Kash Patel and Howard Lutnick. Maybe they're picking up the slack. Maybe it's an issue with news coming out about Prince Andrew. I mean, maybe there's more coming out than we already know. But the Sun reversed does rule the heart, heart, solar plexus, the core, like core star. Yeah. Maybe it's just a lack of success that's really got him down, and it has to do with not being able to get out from under the Epstein files, because Elon Musk even wanted those to come out, and we know Kash Patel is doing his best to support him in squashing that, but So, okay, the other challenge, now when I get the challenge cards, I always read them as a reversal. So the Strength card reversed is weakness and exhaustion. But it's also somebody who's a predator, somebody who has major psychological problems, narcissistic. We know he's a born psychopath. But maybe he's also, besides weak and exhausted, bored. He might be bored. But most of all, just, acting from all those unconscious realms that he doesn't have a handle on. Okay, where he's sitting, oh my goodness. What he's in and what he has some control over, oh, well, no, not with these two cards. So, now, and this may be these two, when it comes to health, it may be the, interactions and what do you call, side effects from drugs. But headaches, OCDs, migraines with the Nine of Swords. Also, so he's not sleeping. Also, he's definitely guilty. This is a card of, well, I don't think he goes into regret much, but he could be just going through a lot of fears and anxiety and major stress. But also, this could be a card of, being guilty of something and it's keeping him up at night. So But I'm just going to look at it as nightmares and hauntings and severe, depression, tormented, things like that. The Wheel of Fortune card is really bad because this means that a person is stuck in the forces outside of their control, and this is the control position. So he doesn't have control, and that's the reason he's having such a hard time, because psychopaths always want to have control. That's what it's all about. So also toxic liver issues coming up, maybe problems even with his sacrum, lower back. This card's ruled by Jupiter. So, but he's stuck. He is stuck. Now, also, when it comes to the toxic liver problems, this is, of course, high blood pressure, things that are, like I said, out of control. But when it comes to health, he can't control his blood pressure because he can't control his emotional reactions and his anger all the time. And it could be, something going on with the ankles, gout. It could be hormonal imbalances too. Oh, in the past, we've got the Six of Pentacles, but reversed. So this tells me tariff issues are a problem. Yeah, I'm doing this reading a couple days early because of my schedule. I also do a lot of personal readings. So sometimes I have to go days ahead in order to be free. So I don't know what the ruling is yet from SCOTUS, because they were to be examining whether or not he had authority, whether he really has authority, for with the tariffs. So there's that. But traditionally, when we have the Six of Pentacles reversed, this could be somebody that's bribing. This could be somebody who's, taking but not giving back. We know that's him, right? When it comes to health, this is, because Taurus, neck, throat. On the health level, he needs rest and water, but he doesn't get it because, he just drinks Diet Coke, and that's full of aspartame, and it literally sucks all the life out of the mucous membranes, and probably having trouble with his eyes, blinking and all of that. Soda has, well, unless it's caffeine free, it has caffeine in it, and that's a dehydration. It has a side effect of dehydration. So for every Diet Coke he drinks, he needs to drink twice as much water. He never does that. Okay, what's hanging over him with no control is, so this is major karma. So with the Chariot, his own, when it comes to health, genetic issues, he does have control over his willpower and his self-assertion and his own determination. But in the area of, what's hanging over him, he has the karma for everything that he has done, with that freedom to do just about whatever he wants because of course, because of Scrotus. And the Hierophant up here is my Scrotus card. So because it's coming through reversed, I feel like, well, on the level of health, this is our frontal temporal dementia card. It also rules the cerebellum and the thyroid, so there's trouble there. But when it's reversed, it's the lack of your own inner authority and being stuck in guilt. So, in major, restriction, things like that. So I'm thinking that he's getting some direction from Scrotus, and he is restricted. Now, I could be wrong, but we'll just have to wait and see. Or you guys will tell me, because you'll know before probably. Because I always do these, I put these out the day ahead. Anyway, near future, we have the Five of Pentacles reverse. That's not good. So when it comes to health, this is our mental fog, you know, mental stress, mental fog. It could also be a cold, and wouldn't it be great if he had laryngitis? You know, because again, Taurus over here. It's interesting, all these cards with, yeah. Okay, so you're right, because 1, 2, 3 Taurus cards. Yeah. Just, and I'm going by ruling the body part, not, you know, talking anything about, I mean, I love all the signs myself, but not him. So anyway, I feel like with this 5, with the going into the future, and it would be pretty, you know, near, because I'm reading every day. So let's just say today into tomorrow. I get the feeling mostly that he is recovering a little bit on some health levels, but it's still just a vicious circle, because the issues he's trying to manage are, it's, you know, the drugs are temporary. It's not, you know how it goes. Okay, so on the inner levels, we have the Two of Wands reversed, what he's attracting inwardly and how he's feeling inwardly is, didn't we have this yesterday here? I mean, somewhere that we had this card, and it has to do with possibly an accident. But it can also be him with his fear of change and just doesn't plan ahead and has to be on top, wants to be better than others, and is always, you know, trying to mow down everyone else. It could also be a little bit of trouble with Putin. That's what I'm feeling there. Okay, externally, yeah. So again, with the dementia, Six of Cups, it's our dementia card. But externally, the past is being brought to him, and it could be gifts that he's received in the past, because over here, bribes, right? We've got the recent past over here. So, and externally, the past is catching up with him. I talk about, you know, looking at karma. Okay, out into the future, we've got major heart problems, betrayal, grief. He's not going to grieve. People hating him. His own self-hatred coming back at him. Rejection. Could even be heart surgery. So, yeah, he's not getting out from under that. Just like, you know, Dick Cheney didn't. You know, 4 open heart surgery, or 4 was it transplants, right? And oh, I shouldn't speak ill of the dead. But think of all the lives that were lost because of Dick Cheney's forcing current to call out weapons of mass destruction and then literally start the, you know, the war in Iraq, right? I mean, what? Just to make money because of Halliburton, right? Everything was set in place. So, okay. Whoops. Oh boy. So with the Queen of Wands coming through as the outcome for the day, but coming through reversed, this is a fire sign woman working against him. And the women that oppose him are pretty much, I don't really give a crap about Nancy Pelosi, but Jasmine Crockett. So there could be something that she brings out today. Yeah. And even people that do work for him, Kristi Noem could cause him problems. I mean, that could happen any day, right? Tulsi Gabbard is kind of out of the picture. And, you know, if I had kept going, we've got the Ten of Swords here. You know, hanging there on a bed of nails. 4 of Swords, not really very ambulatory at all. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom. Yeah, he's enraged. Oh, is he enraged? You know what? I mean, even though I'm doing this reading on Tuesday, and it is 8:30 in the morning. No, 8:25. 27, whatever. I'm thinking that Scrotus puts the kibosh on him, because here we have his being enraged for some reason. Well, here's the reason, is because he was defeated. He was told no. He can't stand being, with a psychopath, they hate that. They hate being out of control, and they absolutely hate being told no. So, and this is a card of humiliation. When it's upright, I see this card as loss, defeat, humiliation, having to walk away, major self-sabotage, always going for vengeance. So that's the other thing too. He's probably going to be on a revenge tour today. You know how it goes, or how it went. Remember when when the day after the No King's Day parade, parades everywhere, the 7 million people, and I think there were actually a lot more that were registered or took advantage of saying that they went out. I really think there were a whole lot more. But anyway, that happened, and then the next day, what does he do? And Melania was nowhere to be. She was kind of like MIA for him. She went AWOL, and then the next day he goes and rips out the East Wing. So we could expect some more of that. Okay. And a lot of, being the energy vampire, because again, he's, it's anything to distract because when he does his thing, he's on a vengeance tour, plus because he's been humiliated and he's lost. And so what he does rather than feel the pain of blocked emotions here, what he does instead is he distracts. That's part of his, the way he uses his vampiric energy. So yeah, so let's just put a lid on that. No, you gotta be face down today. There we go. Okay, now I'm done. Take good care. Bye.